Hello, everyone. This is Marina, and I am the founder of Cosmosafe Digital Media and Services Private Limited. Cosmosafe DMS, as we call it, a short form, is a company dedicated to enhance the digital presence of dermatologists all over India. Today, I am super excited to start this very first podcast, which is called Trichopath. Trichopath will focus deeply on the subject of trichology, which we will see through doctor's lens. Trichology has many issues, many points which we can discuss, like the various advances, the problems, the hurdles, the issues which doctors face on ongoing, the upcoming events, everything. We will cover all these things in various episodes in the series of Trichopath. With us today, we have the stalwart of the industry, Dr. Rachita Dhurath, which needs no introduction. But still, I would like to mention that she is a board certified dermatologist and global trichiatrist, professor and HOD of Lokmanya Tilak Medical College and Hospital, popularly known as Sion Hospital in Mumbai. She has an enriching experience of 35 plus years and has also dedicated her career in research, especially in the field of trichology. Along with Dr. Rachita, we have Dr. Sujit Shanchanwar, who is a practicing dermatologist from Mumbai. He's a consultant at Apollo Clinic and medical director at Skin Armor Clinic. He has been a speaker at multiple conferences and recipient of multiple awards with international scholarships under his belt. He has done a path-breaking study on dutasteride, which has received many accolades. A warm welcome to both of you, and thank you for being the part of very first podcast.
Hi, Marina.
Hi, ma'am. Thank you for being here. So today we are here to discuss the very upcoming event, Trichology Update 2023. And I'm sure all of us are looking forward for this particular event as it is happening after 3 years. Due to lockdown, we couldn't have it in 2020. So we now have it in 2023. So my very first question goes to Dr. Rachita Dhurath. That, ma'am, we have so many conferences on trichology and dermatology across the country. Some are there in north, some in south, etc., etc. But since I am a part of the digital side, I always like to see, what is happening, how their digital presence is there, how the websites are there. And I see that their websites are very simple with a website link of registration and a payment is done. But when I see Trichology Update website, I have noticed that we cannot do the payment at one go. There is some kind of verification process which a doctor has to go through. He has to submit the certificates. And, it's a bit complicated than we see in different other conferences. So, ma'am, can you tell us that why, you have kept this process so difficult for the doctors?
Well, Marina, thanks for asking this pertinent question. Let me explain to you. In the current timeline, what we are seeing, there are lots of doctors practicing cosmetology, trichology, even dermatology, with no proper board certification in the subject of dermatology. And this type of quackery practice is rampant nowadays. The courses, conferences which allow these non-qualified doctors to attend are designed in a way that can be easily understood without any special knowledge. This means that these conferences are not enriching enough. Whereas at Trichology Update Conference, we discuss about the latest advances, and all our participants are board certified dermatologists who have studied the subject for 3 years. This conference is designed for them to become better equipped and well versed with the trends and advancement in the field of trichology. I agree with you that the process of registration for Trichology Update Conference is tedious. However, it ensures that quackery is not advocated. Also, the curriculum of this program The latest innovation, the techniques and technologies are specially designed for dermatologists, which is the USP of this event.
Yes. Yes, ma'am, you are right. When you are saying the trends, I remember that trends like PRP, which is now very common happening in each and every clinic. That particular PRP, you were the pioneer to get it in India. And I'm sure, PRP must have been evolved through such kind of Trichology Update conference.
Yes.
So 100% this conference is going to focus on a lot of clinical aspects which are not yet discussed in India. My next question to Dr. Sujit, who has already attended so many conferences in the past, as well as, he has also attended this Trichology Update conference. So I want to ask him that what is the difference between, both, and how he feels attending this event in June 2023.
Hi. So I have attended every Trichology Update conference that has been held so far, ever since the first one when it was conducted. Now, the learnings that I have gotten through each one of them has been very helpful to me in my day-to-day practice. The topics also are always well thought of, and the issues that are discussed are what we commonly see in our practice. Now, as a doctor, we are too busy with our daily OPDs and procedures, and we are able to devote very little time for clinical research and learnings. Apart from that, we have to admit that there is still a lot of backlog that we have over here in terms of trichology research compared to our international counterparts. But when such conferences happen, we are able to hear about the latest research that is going on at an international level. Like I think in this upcoming conference, we are going to be having Dr. Antti Goran and Dr. Jerry Shapiro from USA. And I'm really looking forward to see what new things they have to bring to us this time. Dr. Jerry Shapiro was also there, I think, in one of the previous conferences. And it's always great to hear him talk because the approach that he teaches, the way to approach a case, his practical experience, it helps us to give a better perspective and gives us a better guidance as to how to go ahead with our practice as well. Now, such kind of exposure to learnings and research is rare, and the techniques we get to learn has always been helpful, and they're great to understand trichology in detail. Even the workshops that are conducted during the conference are really great. We have experts from different places which are together in one place, and we're able to learn about the procedures in detail. Now, for those during their institutional training, the trichology procedures are not very commonly done, so the experience tends to be lacking. Also, like when I regularly, routinely do trichology procedures, but when you attend the workshop and even if you pick up one pointer at some point in the procedure to do differently and it can help you to refine your practice even further, that is definitely of great help as well. So that is why I have always been looking forward to the next trichology update and eager to see what is the new thing that we can learn this time. So this is something why I've always liked Trichology Update conferences, and I've always been a fan of it and look forward to it more than the other conferences that I usually attend.
Being a professor, I know that during the entire PG course of dermatology, there is no in-depth training on practical aspects of trichology. So when newly qualified dermatologist start his or her practice, he sees maximum patients with hair related issues. Nowadays, we are seeing so many cases of hair problems and scalp problem. The hair and scalp problem are so common from kids to teenager to old age.
Yeah. Right, ma'am. That is, I think, one of the reason, I guess, that you have started the Trichology Update Training Institute as well. So, for those who are not aware, Dr. Dhurat is also the founder of Trichology Update Training Institute, which is called TUTI. And this training institute conducts special trainings and workshops throughout the year, focusing only on trichology. And this helps the upcoming dermatologists who have just passed out or, who are still practicing started their practices to help them to, understand hair and scalp related problems which they face in their day-to-day practice. Right, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sure that, this event is going to be extremely exciting and nobody would like to miss it. And finally, thank you so much, ma'am. And thank you so much, Dr. Sujit, for joining us at this Trichopath.
Thank you, Marina, for having us. It was great to be a part of this podcast and get in touch with Dr. Dhurat ma'am as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marina, for inviting me.
Thank you, ma'am.